Good morning, friends. This is the very first class of quantitative techniques. This is one of the core course of your master program. This quantitative technique course, also named as operation research, which is an analytical method of problem solving and decision making that is useful in the management of organizations. In operation research or quantitative technique, whatever you call it, the problems are broken down into basic components and then solved in defined steps by mathematical analysis. So the next topic is objectives. Objectives of the particular class. That means what we have to study in this particular class. We have to study the introduction of the quantitative techniques, or we can call it as a operation research. We will study about the history of quantitative technique. That is, what is the origin of this operation research or the quantitative technique course, when this course was introduced, why this course was introduced, what is the need, so that this course we can call it as introduced in the management uh, stream. Then we will study about the objectives of the quantitative techniques, and in the last we will study about the scopes of the quantitative techniques. First of all, let me start with the introduction part of this quantitative techniques. As I told you that in the quantitative technique or the operation research, we have to make the decisions for the optimum utilization. So it is a discipline that deals with the application of advanced analytical methods to facilitate better decisions. It also represents the study of optimal resource allocation. So this word, that is optimal or the optimization, we have to use this word in the entire course. In simple terms, it is described as this is a science of better. That means it is operation research or the quantitative technique. It is a science of better, means whatever we can make things better. How can we take the decision better? How can the decision can be optimized? So this is the basically introduction of this course. As I told you or discussed with you, that this course also known as the operational research, management science, or decision science. In some of the universities in UK or US, it is called as a management science. Some people use this word, terminology as operational research. Some called is as a quantitative technique. Some called is as a operations research. It is often considered to be a field of a mathematics, because this course was initially introduced in the mathematics. Then this course has a wide application in the management and the other divisions. So it is also uh, called as a part of the management science or the management divisions. Operation research is the scientific study of operations for the purpose of making better decisions. Means what we have to do, the operation word here is not that the kind of a same operation which we are doing in the medical sciences, the surgery, but we can relate this operation terminology with the same thing as we are doing in the medical sciences. What the doctors do is an operation, they do the surgery, and before doing the surgery they do a complete research of the diagnosis, and then they cure it. So whatever the issues, whatever the problems are having a patient, then the doctors do research on that, and then they do an operation for that to cure it. So that's why this course we can also named as a operation research. It is for making the better decisions. We have to follow some of the processes to make the process better. This operation research was existed as a science since 1930s, but this course as a formal discipline originated by the efforts of the military planner during the World War II. Now you people will think that how any course can be introduced or any course can be planned during the World War II or any world war. What happened? A team of scientists was called by the England Army to help them or to advise them how they can use their resources in an optimum manner, because England Army has enough, or you can say the more than enough military army or the resources, but they did not know how to use the resources in an optimum manner. So a team of scientists came. The team of scientists was constituted by the with the logistics, with the human resource, with the technology, and they suggested that how they can use their resources in the optimum manner. The analytical study of the military problems were undertaken to provide scientific basis for decisions to improve the military operations. In the decade after the World War II, the technique began to applied more widely in the problems of business, industries, and the societies. Since this technique was used by the different management people to resolve the issues, so that's why this was also named as a operation research. Now the word operation and the research is because the team of scientists came for doing a research, and they have done a good research how the England army can use their resources in a better optimum manner, and the operation was going on. So since the operation was going on and the team done a research on that, so the name as a operations research. Now we have the different definitions of operation research. One is the operation research is a scientific study of the operations for the purpose of making better decisions, which we have already studied earlier. Now, the definition given by the WHO in 2003, the use of systematic research techniques for programs, decisions making to achieve a specific outcome. Now, what is the meaning of this definition? That we have a specific outcome and now we have to make decisions to achieve this outcome. So, what are the techniques? What are the processes we have to use to make this uh, outcome or to achieve this outcome in an optimum manner? So that definition was given by WHO. Now the objectives of the quantitative technique. Uh, the main objective of the quantitative technique is optimization of the resources. What does it mean, the optimization? The word optimization is divided into two main parts. One is maximization and one other is minimization. The meaning of the maximization is whenever we have to maximize our profit, we have to talk about the revenue. We are talking about the sales. That means we have to maximize it. When we are talking about the losses, cost, distance, time, that means we have to minimize it. So nobody will you say that you minimize the cost or to maximize the profit. If they are talking about the terminology of the cost or their terminology of the profit, they would just say that you optimize the resources or optimize the result. That means that is the understanding of the people who are going to solve the problems, then what they have to do. So the objective, very first objective of QT is it is used for decision making and improves its quality. That means whatever the decisions we have to take the decisions and we have to improve the quality of the decision. That means there may be the different alternatives which are giving you the solution of the problem. But what we have to do, we have to choose the best alternative since we are talking about the quality. The second point is identify the optimum solution. As I told you that the optimization we have to deal with. Now there may be the different solution of a particular problem. What is the optimum solution? Optimum means if you are talking about the profit can be 5 rupees, 10 rupees or 15 rupees. But which one is the maximum? Similarly, if you are talking about the cost, so the cost of making one product may be 10 rupees, 15 rupees or 18 rupees. So which one is the minimum cost? So when we are talking about the cost or the profit, it should be the optimum solution. The third point says that the integrating the system. There are the different systems in the organization. In the operation research, what we have to do, we have to integrate all the systems so that by combining or by integrating all the systems, the results or the solutions can be optimum. We have to improve the objectivity of the analysis. Whatever the analysis we are doing, we have to optimize the or we have to improve the objectivity of the analysis. The next point is minimize the cost and the maximize the profit. Whatever we have told, whatever we have understand till now, that the optimization thing is that the minimize the cost and the maximize the profit. We have to improve the productivity by taking the better decision, by making the optimum decision. We can increase the productivity of the organization. We have to be the success in competition and the market leadership by making the best solutions, best decisions, optimum decisions. The competitors, we can beat the competitors and we can be the market leader. Now the scopes of the quantitative techniques. The scopes are, we can say, unlimited. That means this particular course can be used, can be widely used in each and every sector, each and every industry. Either we have to go for the national plan and the budget, whatever the budgeting, the companies or the whatever the budget is done by the government, the quantitative technique tools techniques are used. In the healthcare services and the national health programs, again there is a widely use of quantitative technique tools, because we have the different techniques like linear programming, optimization, we have data envelopment analysis. So by making taking the use of these tools, we can improve the healthcare services. Government development and public sector unit, this is again, as I told that the scope of the QT is widely used. Widely Industry, industrial establishment and the private sector unit, national defense services, research and development in engineering, public work department, business management, agriculture, education, transport and communication. They are the different topics. They are the different tools which can be used in the different type of industries. It's not that each and every tool can be used in each and every industry. We have data envelopment analysis to find out the efficiency of the different organizations. We have the transportation problem to resolve the transportation problems. We have the assignment problem which can be used in any of the organization for the HR people. We have linear programming, we can solve the diet problem, we can solve the different type of manufacturing problem, we can solve the different type of advertisement problems, marketing research, finance department. So the scope of quantitative technique is very very wide. This particular course is not only for you to study or to pass the subject. This particular course is very very helpful you for you to make the decisions in your job, in your daily life. So what we have studied till now, that the whatever the quantitative technique and the operation research is there, it is a very widely used or wide application in the management disciplines. It is a very useful tools and the technique in the management for making decisions. As I told you that in one of the example in the advertisement, if I have to give the advertisement in the different media, so there are the limitations. The very first limitation of the budget. It's not that we have the unlimited budget. So whenever we are talking about the budget, that means the costing part is there. So we have to minimize our cost. But simultaneously what we have to do, we want that this particular advertisement should go to the maximum people, should reach to the maximum people. So we have to optimize, we have to maximize our reach to the customer. When we are talking about the finance department, in the finance department one of the job is a wealth management. In the wealth management, what the people do, they manage the the wealth of the different people in the different parts. Like some of the money can be invested in share market, some of the money can be invested in stock market, some of the money can be invested in finance, FDs, real estate. So but overall result is that the revenue should be maximum. So we have the different type of problems, we have the different type of situations in which the different type of tools can be used. Now this is a very interesting part of this PPT, that the questions for the practice. Now what does it mean? The very first question comes in the mind, why the course named as operation research? As I told you that the operation research, that means we have to do a research to deal with an operation, to do an operation. So that's why the course name is Operation Research. As I told you that it was introduced during the World War II. In the World War II, the operation was going on and the team of the scientists done a research. So the course named as Operation Research. Now, this operation research was a, is an old name. Now, this course is a new fancy terminology as a management science or the quantitative techniques, but the origin is operation research. The second question comes that what are the applications of the QT or the OR? As I told you that this QT or the OR course has a widely application in the course in management, in different disciplines, private sector, public sector, agriculture, healthcare. So we have the different application of the different sectors. Now the last question is why to study this course. Now you people will think, okay, since I am not from the mathematics background, I am not from the I don't want to go in the operations. But what is the need to study this course? The only problem is that this course is a kind of a mathematics course, but we have to study this course to for making decision in whatever industry you will go. Either you will go in as a HR profile, you will go for the marketing profile, you will go for the sales profile. In whatever industry you will go, in whatever profile you will go, you have to make decisions. It might be possible that in the starting phase of your job you are not the decision maker, but after some of time you will be at the position where you have to make the decision. The decisions are only the optimum decisions. The management will ask you that what are the optimum solution of the optimum problem or optimum decisions for this problem. So in each and every area you have to make decisions, and the decision should be optimum. So when the decisions are optimum, that means you have to use the optimization techniques, and the optimization techniques are in the operation research only. Now these are some of the references. These are the names of the some of the books which you people can refer. The operation research by J.K. Sharma, quantitative techniques by Andy Vora, and introduction of the management science of the quantitative approach for two decision making by Anderson Sweeney. These all the books are very good. To understand the basics, you can refer the last two books. To understand the advanced techniques, you can refer the first book. But all the books are very good. Thank you so much. All the best.